Hello, everybody. Good morning, evening, afternoon, and midnight. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Amy, and this is yoga. For those of you just joining into this channel, we do mainly focus on vinyasa yoga, which does involve holding postures. And keep in mind, as we go along, one breath is one inhalation and one exhalation. Let's go ahead and get started by coming to all fours. Wrists are directly below the shoulders and knees directly below the hips. Try to keep your fingers spread nice and wide. If this bothers your wrists, you can keep your fingers curled under like a fist instead. On your next inhalation, come into cow or a gentle back bend. See if you can lift your gaze up and forward. And as you exhale, begin to round through, tucking in the tailbone, chin thrown towards your chest. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through into cat. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come to a neutral spine, looking straight down at your mat. And as you exhale, take your hips back to your heels, extending your arms towards the top of the mat in child's rest. And in child's rest, I want you to take as deep of breaths as you possibly can, allowing your low back to expand upon every inhalation. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to all fours. And exhale, round through to cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through. Inhale. Exhale. And take your hips back to your heels, coming back to child's rest for 5 breaths. Inhale, come back to all fours. And again, exhale, round through to cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. As you exhale, take your hips back to your heels. Coming back to child's rest for another 5 breaths. See if you can start to reach your arms just a little bit further forward. Inhale, come back to all fours. Exhale, curl your toes under. Knees and hips come up to downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, you do not have to have your legs fully extended. What I mainly want you to focus on here is the elongation of your spine. Keeping your fingers and toes spread nice and wide. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands to your toes, coming to forward fold. And again, just like with downward facing dog, you do not have to have your legs fully extended. I want you to really focus on relaxing your torso, allowing your body to hinge and hang forward loosely like a rag doll. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and as you inhale, come all the way up to standing, 1 vertebra at a time. Reach your arms up, bring your palms together, and exhale, take your hands to heart center. Inhale, arms come up, and exhale, fold forward, returning to your forward fold. Inhale, walk your hands forward. coming back to downward facing dog. And exhale, knees to the mat, hips to heels, child's rest for 5 breaths. Inhale to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands to your toes. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold. And from here, in your forward fold, clasp your elbows and gently swing from side to side. Focus on working with your breath. Inhale through your nose, swing to one side, and then exhale through your mouth, swing to the other side. Inhale, hold to center. Exhale, release your arms down. Inhale, walk your hands forward, coming back to downward facing dog. And exhale, hips to heels, child's rest. Again for 5 breaths. Inhale, come back to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands to your toes. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release forward. Inhale, clasp your elbows. Gently swing from side to side. Again, focus on working with your breathing. Inhale, hold to center. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, walk your hands forward, back to downward facing dog. Exhale, knees to the mat. And go ahead and take your elbows down to the mat, drawing your shoulder blades together. See if you can start to take your gaze forward. Slight back bend. Every inhalation, allowing your rib cage to expand fully. Inhale, and as you exhale, take your hips back to your heels, returning to child's rest for 5 breaths. Inhale, back to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, walk your hands to your toes. Inhale to standing, reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Exhale, knees to the mat. Elbows down. Slight back bend. Inhaling. 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale. From here, reach your right arm back, turn to look over your right shoulder, and you're placing the back of your right hand into the mat. Hold for 5 breaths. Again, try to keep your hips over your knees and try to keep your hips nice and square. Inhale, take your right arm forward. Exhale, left arm reaches back. And hold for 5 breaths. Inhale, take your left arm forward, and exhale, hips to heels. Child's rest for 5 breaths. Inhale to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, walk your hands to your toes. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Coming back to downward facing dog. Exhale, knees to the mat, elbows down. Inhale to a slight back bend. And exhale, come back to child's rest. Inhale, lift up once again, slight back bend. This time as you exhale, reach your right arm back. See if you can take the back of the right hand into the low back. Lifting the right shoulder up. Make sure that you're keeping your hips over your knees. I'm going to stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale, release the right arm down. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale, release, and exhale, hips to heels, child's rest for 5 breaths. Inhale, come back to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, walk your hands to your toes. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, bring those arms all the way back up, and then exhale, fold and release forward, coming back to your forward fold. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Exhale, knees to the mat, followed by your elbows, chest, then chin, and inhale to a baby cobra. See if you can really draw the shoulder blades together. A couple more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, release your brow down. Inhale to all fours. Exhale, release the elbows down. Inhale, reach the right arm back, turn to the right, twisting and lifting that right shoulder. Exhale, take your gaze into the mat, allowing the right shoulder to drift down. Inhale, turn right. Exhale, release the right arm down. Inhale, turn to the left. Exhale, look downward. Inhale, turn. Exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, hips back to your heels. Coming back into child's rest for 5 breaths. Inhale, come back to all fours. And as you exhale, knees and hips come back up into downward facing dog. We're going to go ahead and hold here for 5 breaths. See if you can start to lengthen the legs a little bit more. See if you can lengthen your spine a little bit more. Breathe deeply. So we really haven't gone over revolved half moon very much on this channel. We're going to go ahead and begin to focus on that for today. As you inhale, I want you to drop your hips downward, shoulders over the wrists, and as you exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Again, inhale, shoulders over the wrists, or you're coming to a plank position. Exhale to your downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, plank position. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Step your right foot between your hands. Taking your time to find your balance, inhale, lift your arms up. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. If it does not bother your neck, I want you to see if you can really start to bring your gaze upward. Go ahead and take your hands into your hips, drawing the elbows back. Don't force the low back into a back bend. If you need to keep the tailbone tucked in to support the low back, you may feel free to do so here as well. That comes with an extra added benefit of getting a deeper stretch into your hip flexor and into your psoas. Inhale, open wide into your chest. Exhale and fold forward, coming back to a low lunge. Inhale, step back, downward facing dog. Breathe deeply for 5 breaths. Inhale, lower the hips halfway down, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back to plank position. Exhale, take the your left knee to your nose and step your left foot forward. And again, taking your time to find your balance. Reach your arms up, coming into a floating or high lunge. Just stay here for a few breaths. And go ahead and start to take your hands into your hips, sending the elbows back, opening broadly into your chest. Inhale, exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, step back, downward facing dog, and exhale, hips to heels, child's rest. For 5 breaths. Inhale, shift forward onto your elbows. And exhale, reach the right arm back, turn to your right, and this time see if you can reach the right arm up. If this is bothering your neck and shoulders, of course, you can take your right hand into your low back or release the right hand into the mat. Whichever option that you're choosing, make sure that you're keeping your hips stacked over your knees. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Again, inhale. Exhale, release the right arm down. Inhale, reach back into the back or into the mat, or if it's not bothering your neck and shoulders, see if you can reach the left arm up this time. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, release the arm down. Inhale, exhale, hips to heels. Come back to child's rest. Inhale, come back to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, right knee to your nose. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, arms come up to floating lunge. Exhale, sweep those arms back. and or place your hands on your hips. So from here, you can either just reach back or place your hands on your hips. I'm going to stay here for 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, release forward. And from here, inhale, turn to the right. See if you can reach the right arm up. Again, if it bothers your neck and shoulders, see if you can reach the right arm back instead. Those are your options. Coming into our revolved lunge. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale, release the right arm down. Inhale, step back. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. See if you can lengthen a little bit more into your downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, take your left knee to your nose. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, arms up to floating lunge. Exhale, either press your arms back and hold here, or take your hands into your hips. Breathe deeply. Inhale, exhale, release down. Inhale, either reach the left arm up, turning to the left, or press the left arm back. Listen to your body. Deep, deep, deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, release the left arm down. Inhale, step back. Downward facing dog. Exhale, knees to the mat. Elbows down. Inhale, slight back bend. Exhale, child's rest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach the arm back. Or see if you can reach the right arm up for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, release down. Inhale, exhale, reach the left side back or reach upward. Inhale, exhale, release the left arm down, hips to heels, child's rest. 5 deep breaths. Inhale, come back to all fours. And from here, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, walk your hands to your toes. Now we're going to start to focus a little bit more on that balance. As you inhale, come all the way up to standing, 1 vertebrae at a time. And as you exhale, begin to shift your weight onto your right foot, lifting the left heel up. Again, placing your hands on your hips and sending the elbows back. Keeping the chest open, keeping the collarbone open. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. From here, inhale, exhale. See if you can lift your left knee upward. If you need to use a wall for extra support, you may feel free. If you need to use a chair for extra support, that's another option. Inhale, exhale, release the left leg down, switch sides, shift your weight to your left leg, lift your right heel up, hands on your hips, elbows back, chest open. And with balance, it often helps to find something in the distance to fix your gaze upon. Try to keep your eyes nice and soft. Inhale, exhale, lift the right knee up. Again, if you need to use like a wall or a chair or even a person to try to find your balance, you may certainly feel free to do so here as well. And go ahead and release. And again, shift your weight to your right leg and see if you can lift that left knee up. From here, we have the option of turning to the left, and we have the option of taking the right hand to the outside of the left knee. See if you can look over that shoulder. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, take your gaze forward, release the right hand, and release the left leg down. Exhale, shift your weight to your left leg, lift the right knee up. From here, we have the option of turning to the right, looking over the shoulder. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, look forward, release the left hand and release. Reach up, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Coming back to that forward fold. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Exhale, take your knees to the mat, hips to heels. Coming back to child's rest. Really allowing that low back to expand upon every inhalation. Inhale to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, take the right knee to your nose. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, arms come up to floating lunge. Exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, reach the right arm up, turn to the right, or press the right arm back. See if you can look upward. I'm going to stay here for a couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, release the right arm down. Inhale, begin to walk your hands forward. And exhale, see if you can lift the left leg up. Keep a slight bend to the right knee. Nice deep breaths. And start to lift your torso halfway up. Taking your time to find your balance, slowly lift your right hand away from the mat. Take your right hand into your right hip, turning to the right, and see if you can reach the right arm up. Coming into a revolved half moon. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, release the right arm down. Inhale, step back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Step the left foot between your hands. Inhale, come up to floating lunge. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, turn to your left. Either press the left arm back or reach the left arm up. Inhale, exhale, release the left arm down. Inhale, walk your hands slightly forward towards the top of the mat. See if you can lift the right leg up. Try to keep the right leg in alignment with the right hip. Always make sure to keep a slight bend to your base leg, bending the knee slightly. From here, inhale, see if you can turn to the left, either placing the left hand into the left hip or reaching upward. Breathe deeply. You might notice that you have one side that's a little tighter than the other. Be patient with yourselves. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, release the left arm down. Inhale, step back to lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees to the mat. Exhale, hips to heels. Child's rest. If you would like to have your eyes closed here, you may certainly feel free to do so. Inhale, walk your hands in, coming into a seated position so that your hips are back to your heels. Reach your arms up. Exhale, turn to your right. Release the arms down, placing the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Try to keep your spine nice and long as you look over the shoulder. Inhale, look forward and reach your arms up. Exhale, turn to the left, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower those arms down. And go ahead and place your hands just in front of your knees. Lift the heels up, cross your ankles, and roll back to a simple seated cross-legged position. From here, go ahead and take your feet forward and use the strength of your arms to come to the center of the mat. Inhale, shoulders stacked over the hips. Exhale, round through and release all the way down into the mat. And go ahead and begin to windshield wiper the knees from side to side, releasing the hips. If it doesn't bother your neck, see if you can turn your head from side to side in the opposite direction of your knees. And come to center. See if you can walk your heels a little bit closer in towards your hips. And again, windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Again, see if you can start to turn to look in the opposite direction of your knees. And hold to center, inhaling. Exhale, see if you can walk your heels all the way into your hips. And windshield wiper the knees from side to side with the option of turning to look in the opposite direction. And from here, see if you can pick your feet up completely. Feet flexed, toes spread wide, twisting from side to side without allowing the knees to drop all the way into the mat. And we have the option of turning to look in the opposite direction of the knees. And go ahead and hold to center. Holding the right knee towards your chest, slide out the left leg. So you're wrapping your fingertips around that right knee. Inhale, exhale. Start to lengthen the right leg, coming into a leg stretch. Again, foot flexed, toes spread nice and wide. Inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee. And go ahead and start to take the right knee over the left. See if you can look over the right shoulder, coming into a spinal twist. Releasing the back, releasing the hip. And come back to center. And take the left knee to your chest. Slide out the right leg, feet flexed. Toes spread nice and wide. Inhale, exhale. See if you can really start to lengthen that leg. Getting into the hamstring, getting into the back of the leg. Nice deep leg stretch. And go ahead and bend that leg. Take the left leg over your right, returning into that spinal twist, looking over the left shoulder. And come back to center, feet to the mat, knees bent. Inhale. And as you exhale, take both knees to your chest. Breathing deeply. Draw the feet to the mat. And open the knees outward towards the edges of the mat. If you need to use a yoga block or stack of books or blanket to place under one knee or the other or both knees, of course, you may certainly feel free to do so here. You should feel a slight lower back bend as you externally rotate the hips. Make sure that you are engaging your glutes slightly to help support the low back, especially if you are having any difficulty here. One more nice deep breath. And go ahead and slowly use your right arm to lift the right knee up. Slowly use the left arm to lift the left knee up. And we're going to begin to transition into our Shavasana. Start by sliding out your right heel, followed by your left heel. Drawing the legs open, release your arms open, palms up, soften your eyes, and allow your eyes to drift closed. Really begin to let go of any remaining residual tension that you have throughout your body, from your fingertips traveling all the way down to your toes. And really start to let go of any residual strenuous thoughts. Feel as though your mind is drifting towards the sky and your body is sinking deep within the earth. Let go and focus only on your breathing. Now, of course, if you would like to stay in Shavasana a little bit longer, I do encourage you to do so. Otherwise, for the purposes of this video today, if you would like to start to come out of Shavasana, go ahead and wiggle your fingers and toes. Slide in your right heel, followed by your left, and roll over onto your right side into the fetal position. From here, begin to use the strength of your arms to come all the way up, allowing your eyes to drift open into a nice, simple, cross-legged position. Palms are up, index finger to thumb. Shoulders are down and away from your ears, really lengthening into your spine. Inhale through your nose, and exhale through your mouth. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale nice and deep. On your next inhalation, reach up, bring your palms together. Exhale, take your hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you again, everybody, for joining me here on my channel. Of course, if you have any comments, go ahead and feel free to include a comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe and make sure to tap that notification button. Thanks again, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace. Take care.